Warne Field, the site of tonight's high school football. With me is Rubio. I'm Will Torrez. Good to have you back, day one.
Well, it's good to be back. Been on a little bit of a leave for the past 2 weeks. Now we're ready to rock and roll with Del Norte versus the Brawley Wildcats.
Well, if you haven't noticed, and you're not from Imperial Valley and you're watching from outside the valley, it is 92 degrees. Might sound very nice, but it's like 90% humidity outside. So this is a welcoming weather for the Del Norte football team of Coach Burnett. So as we look out to the field, we have representing the Wildcats, number 75. He's going to be your offensive tackle.
Jack Fisher.
That's Jack Fisher. Number 55 comes in there. I think he's the center.
Jacob Padilla.
Yeah. And then we go with 52 and number 30.
Connor Kopnick is 52.
And
33 is Aiden Adekive.
Yeah. So, Ron, go ahead and tell us. We got number 70 coming out there for the...
Jaden Samuels, a senior. He plays center and guard.
Number 5 is Maddox Romes. He's a junior.
Yes, he's a junior. He's also a running back, goes two ways.
Tyler Giannavi Limon. He's a senior coming in, a middle linebacker and their fullback. You know, the middle linebacker always fit that fullback position. Not so much now, but back in the day, right, Ron?
Well, you know what? That if you can be an inside middle linebacker and a fullback, you're right in the middle of things, and it's just something that you have the head for that middle play. You're strong in the middle on defense or on offense.
So as we take a look down the field, head referee will be John Seaman. In the middle will be his umpire. And in the flank positions, we're going to have Roman. And on the Brawley sidelines, it looks like we're going with Mr. Victor Padilla. At back judge, Ron, who did you have for the back judge in that first
We had
game?
Sean.
Sean McLaughlin's now moved up to the middle. Sean McLaughlin looks like he's going to be your umpire. Well, anyways, that's your crew. Very good crew tonight.
Randy Ross is the flank for the Nighthawks.
That's who it is. It's a flank, Randy Ross. So as we get ready for our national anthem, we'll go to a break, and then we'll come back for the kickoff.
they're not open and the keys won't work.
Pisano.
Pisano touches pay dirt.
Gets in there, and the Wildcats get a score.
Back to Warne Field for the matchup between the 1 and 2 Nighthawks of Del Norte High against the home team of the Brawley Wildcats, currently 0-4. Will, this is a game where you're entering for the Wildcats the 5th game, which is their midpoint of the season. How do you see things going for the Wildcats right now?
Well, Ron, I think I might be like the rest of the community of high school football. It's like, what is going on? I know that, there's been a lot of changes in the head coaching deal. I mean, Bert Sesputo, heck of a great coach as we're looking at him right now. I know it's his first season and he's 0-4, but look, the guy's won CIF championship. He's a good coach, Ron. You've seen him in action. You've talked to him. You've mentioned some things that very positive about him. The thing is, Ron, when you have, and I think you'll be the best person to describe this, that first game, let the people know what happened in that first game when it comes to the quarterback position.
Well, number one, when you've had a team, the Brawley program, despite having 3 different head coaches in the last 2-3 years, Brawley was 9-2 last year. They were 17-5 in the past 2 seasons. They've had 1 losing season. That was in 2008. They were 5-6. Since 1994. That's the only losing season was in 2008. But here's the deal. Any coach that has to replace 14 IVL team players, that's a hard task to follow, man. So you're hoping that your backups or your underclassmen can fill those holes. Right now, Brawley is figuring a way to get things done. And it doesn't help, it doesn't help when you lose your first 2 quarterbacks in the first quarter the first game of the season. I mean, that's not a movie, that is true life. So that's something that the Wildcats that's the hand they've been dealt, and they're dealing with it. And so, they get out of this 5-game spin right now, and you're into league, and that's the most important thing of any high school football team is how do you do in league?
That's exactly right. Now, one of the things now, Castro went down at the Palm Desert game?
Palm Desert.
He went in the first half. He went down, and then they put in sophomore
Rick Rubio.
Little Rick Rubio in there, and then he goes down. And then, suit up the JV quarterback, which was there just, to watch the game.
The game before, it was the starting quarterback for the JV, so they put in Jonathan Moreno. Moreno hung in there for that game, second game as well. So, you're dealing your playbook has shrunk because you have the youth there. And so Brawley's dealing with injuries, but I'm going to tell you something about Brawley football. There's no excuses.
Yeah.
They're going to come out, they're going to play hard, and that's what they're going to tee it up now.
Who's under center? Before I forget, who's under center right now?
Tonight, it will be C.J. Regital, number 9. And C.J. Regital is a challenger. He's been out there taking snaps, and let's see what we can do. And here's a 5-star, number 31. That is Mateo Orozco. He's a 5-star kicker, and there he shows his boot into the end zone. So the Wildcats will take over at the 20-yard line. First possession of the game for the Wildcats. Now keep an eye on this defense of Del Norte. They run a 3-3. Their head coach is
Nick Barnett. 2003 number 1 draft choice.
Wow.
We're gonna get a minute to talk about him in between the breaks.
Timeout. Good to hear that.
No, he's got a very good story, and everybody might recognize him. He was number 56 for the Green Bay Packers.
Nice.
He played 11 years in the NFL, and he's actually been in San Diego County the last couple of years.
And his son is Cruz Barnett, number 0. He is a sophomore, and I believe he goes both ways. So the Wildcats first down, Regital in shotgun formation. The give is to Paceno. Kind of a bumble. Juggle the snap there. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. So these are the little things when you have a new quarterback. Sometimes the snap, the key is to get the snap, whether you're under center or in shotgun.
Well, tell me a little bit about that sophomore running back, Paceno, because he's been the favorite running back to get the ball and get some yardage from the Wildcats from the line of scrimmage, Ron.
Well, Paceno is a sophomore. Wildcats are young. Their skill players are centered around sophomores and juniors, and Paceno came off a good freshman year last year. Trying to get traction this year. Had, I think, maybe an ankle injury early on, but he's working it out. And Paceno's a strong runner. Had a strong game last week versus St. Augustine, and here he is again. No, that's a fake, and Regital kept it. That was Aiden Adekive. It was a read.
Well, that's one of the things I noticed about CJ. He actually does great play action. He's very good. He's very quick with his hands. Yeah, he's quick with his hands, and he's very deceiving. And, you know, you're not always going to read it right, but he's got that defense holding on for a while and reading it correctly at times.
Well, when you have a new quarterback, every play is an experience. Every play right now is gaining experience. So let's see what the Wildcats do now with the 3rd down and 13. Balls at the 17.
And we got a chance to look at some of these players, the Nighthawks players. Like, if we take a look at number 70, he's a senior, but Jaden Samuels just comes in there. And that's, I mean, I don't think you're going to go through him, Ron. Those are the type of players you have to go around.
Yeah, so 70, I don't have his measurements, but Samuels goes both ways, his center, and he'll play guard, and he's nose tie. Regital rolling to his right. He's looking. Nobody's there. He's going to run. He's being chased by number 28. Nice play by Douglas Spillane, a junior outside linebacker.
Well, once he rolled out of his pocket, he didn't see no receivers downfield, and he has that speed. CJ has that speed to turn the corner.
He's
Ron.
quick. He's quick.
Yeah.
And so CJ now rolls out, gains a yard, 3rd down, 4th and 9. Deep to receive for the Nighthawks will be, I'm trying to get his number.
A little confusing out there on the field with the Wildcats now trying to get everybody
Special
ready.
teams.
Yeah. So this is the time where you're going to probably see a timeout, Ron.
I think they're going to run it.
So with that said, Brawley taking their first timeout on their first possession. We'll be right back after this.
summer, I'm saving. Are you? Despite the summer heat, there's no better time to save energy and money while keeping cool. IID offers several programs to help you save, including at least $1,500 in free energy-saving measures, rebates on energy-efficient appliances, $50 for recycling your old refrigerator, and a new free refrigerator for qualified customers, and more. At home, save by setting your thermostat at 78 or higher and using fans. This summer, I'm saving. Are you? For more tips and program information, visit us online.
Ozzy Naranjo set to kick. Nice punt up in the air, high. It's going to take a bounce at the 45, rolls into Nighthawk territory, out to the 46. So good punt, getting it at least out of Wildcat territory.
That was Elijah Pope covering on that ball right there. No, correct. Not a, it gets him out of that hole a little bit. I mean, but it's still very good field position by the Nighthawks.
Oh, for sure. You'll take the 46 any day of the week. So Nighthawks will set up camp, first possession of the game.
As we take a look at the Brawley Wildcat, they got number 77 at the right tackle position. He's coming in there. I don't have a 77. Yeah, that's Chris Espinoza. Yeah. Now, the Wildcats, one thing, they might not be very big in the middle, but those two bookends.
Number 3, R.J. Revelar. You have R.J. Revelar, and I can't get the number who's out there. Oh, Joaquin.
Yeah, that's Joaquin Chidas.
Joaquin Lofton.
Okay.
That's Lofton right on the money, man. Lofton carried by number 5, Maddox Roman. Maddox Roman will go two ways. Maddox Roman is a junior. So Lofton is your right defensive end or edge player, as they call it now. Play went to his left. He was able to pursue and make the tackle. So keep your eye on number 12.
No, definitely. I think we got set up. I think we got set up by our Joaquin up here. So as you notice, we have the clock back up, and that's going to happen at times when.
Oh, nice. Okay,
yeah.
So we won't have to be saying nice.
We won't
Good
have
to hear.
be saying the clock. It's just, it sounds easy to do, but as Joaquin lets me know, it's not the easiest thing to put that clock up on that screen. That is the Wildcats in on the tackle, number 33, coming in from the linebacker position.
Aiden Arakive.
That's Arakive.
So now Nighthawks in a hurry up there inside Wildcat territory at the 49. I formation. They give us to Roman to the left. Roman trying left tackle, and he'll be short. He's at the Wildcat 46.
That's Arakive again. Ron.
Arakive he's a gamer. If you look at Arakive and you're looking at him and go, man, does this guy play inside linebacker? Yes, he does. And he plays it well.
No, he does. Ron, how about seeing that I formation right there?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good old football, man. Let's go. Line up and let's block and let's get some yards. 4th down and a long one.
Now, Coach Barnett and his Nighthawks in 2023 were able to win their first CIF championship.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and he'd just been a coach.
What division, I wonder?
I didn't get that division, but I think that was his first year coaching, though, so.
So at our angle, we can't get the number of the punter. Left-footed punter, deep to receive is Frankie Mahir. They're going to let the Wildcats let it bounce up to their 16. So pinned inside the 20. A good punt by the Nighthawks.
So when we talk about Nick Barnett, look, Ron, he played 11 years in the NFL. He also was a Beaver, went to Oregon State.
Wow, Oregon State.
Yeah,
nice.
And he was also the first linebacker drafted in the 2003 NFL draft. And I believe it might have been in the later rounds, but the key note on that part was that he was the first linebacker taken.
In that draft.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, no. Now, he's been coaching, like I said, in 2023, they won their first championship when he was hired as a head coach down there. But the thing that I read about him, Ron, he started up from the bottom with the Pop Warner teams and started, now that you mentioned his kid was on there, that's one of the reasons he probably was with that Pop Warner program,
yes,
helping him out and stuff. So back to action, play-by-play with my day one man, Ron Rubio.
That was Jonathan Pisano with a nice run off the right side, a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. A good push by the Wildcat line. Wildcats come into the game, as we said, 0-4. The Nighthawks come into the game 1-2. They're from the Palomar League.
And that was a Division II 2023 championship.
That's
Ron.
pretty big. That's big.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Really good stuff. So once again, welcome to Valley Sports Network. we're at Warne Field tonight on a very muggy night after a rainstorm. Some games got canceled last night. I know.
Where's our brothers in the South at? Where are they at tonight?
Oh, they are at Cal Jones Field, where Vincent Memorial is taking on Bonita Vista. So John Moreno, Jose, and the crew is down there at Cal Jones Field for a little South End action.
So Calexico had a game canceled. The Spartans versus Coachella was.
Oh, yeah. There's speaking of that Central Spartan, there was there was a lot of people in El Centro upset about that.
Who wouldn't be? I mean,
yeah.
Is it going to be rescheduled or just?
No, it's a cancellation. From
So
my
who wins?
understanding,
The forfeit?
Yeah, and in those instances, nobody wins because I don't think the Central Spartans, it actually hurts their ratings, to be honest with you.
No contest.
No contest like that. No, that from my understanding, speaking to some people, they're very upset about that.
Regital setting up a screen too. That is. Oh, did he take it away?
Now let's. I'm thinking that they might give them
Progress, forward progress must have
Yeah.
been stopped. We're looking at the flank down here.
Yeah, but it's going to make it fourth down. But that forward progress, that comes in the big time right there, stopping them. So as the Wildcats sputter a little bit in their second series of the game in the first quarter.
They got a good run by Pisano, and they end up now with the 4th down and 9. So the Wildcats, again, kicking deep in their territory, actually halfway through their end zone.
Well, one of the things, this is where the good punter comes into hand right here. As we take a look right now, Ron, if it's against the Nighthawks, it was 4th and long. They were not going to have enough to make it a 4th down. And, Ron, the other thing is they're too far deep in their territory to actually even think about going for it.
Well, the Wildcats now, it's a game of field position right now. Del Norte has it. You have your returners standing at the Wildcat 47-yard line. Brawley Wildcat punters at the 1. Key point here is field position. And a nice kick by Ozzy Naranja. That's number 1, letting it bounce, and it's going to bounce into Nighthawk territory. So Chase Jurgens lets him take a Wildcat bounce. So check it out. Ozzy was standing at his 1. The ball now is at the 39-yard line of Nighthawks.
Yeah. So
that is something else.
it's actually back and forth, same positions. Well, at least we're going to know what his average is at punting.
Well, I didn't even want to give it a shot, the math right now, from the 1 to the 39 of that. What's that?
Well, that would be 38.
Let's not even try it.
Like to thank Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Founded in 2023, IVHD is dedicated to expanding access and improving healthcare for Imperial County.
Empty set for the Nighthawks. Shoots it to the left. That's complete to Romans. Romans standing out there. Empty set. Nobody's in the backfield. You have 5 receivers, 3 on one side, 2 on the other. It's a 2nd down now, and we're going to say 6.
Ron, I'd like to let the people know watching this game right now, there's a little bit of difference announcing this game. Ron hasn't been with me for 2 weeks, but that has nothing to do with it. What it does have to, we're in the Billy Brewer press box up here in the luxury box up here.
Yeah, it's like in a suite.
It's like putting a silencer on the game, to be honest with you.
We can't hear the crowd.
You can't hear the crowd and the whistles. It's like we're watching it.
I'm about to open these windows.
Still 90 degrees and 90% humidity. I think we might wait a little bit. So anyways, as the Nighthawks and the Wildcats trade off short yardage gains on each possession, Ron.
But right now, the Nighthawks moving right now, 3rd down and 1. I mean, that was a, I'm not saying it was a lucky bounce, but man, that ball bounced Brawley's way when it rolled all the way to the 39-yard line. You couldn't ask for a bigger play for the Brawley defense right now because it changed the field position. But now the Nighthawks on a pitch to the right. That's Roman trying the right side. He's wide. He's gaining yards. He's going to get all the way up to the Wildcat, inside the Wildcat 40. Where are they going to mark him off? And is there a flag?
Well, it might be holding, and they might be holding Revelar there. He was playing that end position, and he actually, I don't know if he held him.
Did I see a flag? I mean, I see a flank talking to.
And I know Mr. Seaman is upset.
Oh, there is a flag holding. I did not see the flag thrown, but he got around the edge.
Yeah, I think the official was covered up by the Brawley that Brawley crew right here, the Brawley players, and that's why with the flank official throwing the flag right on the sideline.
Did we say the names of the officials tonight?
We did, and then something said, but the head referee tonight is Mr. John Seaman. On the Brawley flanks is Mr. Roman Rubio. In the middle is Mr. Sean McLaughlin. On the back judge is Mr. Randy Ross.
And Vic Padilla over there.
And Mr. Vic Padilla is on the far north top of your screen if you're looking at game left to right.
Kind of odd not seeing Alan Phillips out there with John.
That's 2 weeks in a row we haven't seen Alan Phillips. You don't even
They're
recognize.
tearing a page out of our playbook.
Yeah. That's it. That sounds about right. John don't even look the same without Alan Phillips hanging
looks
around.
lonely out there.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4. Big down for the Wildcats. Can they force the Nighthawks to punt? He's looking to his left. He shoots it over, and so Caden Williams, junior quarterback, had time, and
He rushed himself on that one, Ron.
well, maybe he thought he had less time than he had, and the Wildcats prevail on that 3rd down stand. 4th down and 4. I'm telling you, that was a big play by Ozzie. I wish I could get the kid's name. I don't have a Wildcat roster, but I know I was pronouncing his last name incorrectly last time he was on the air. Where do you see?
Naranjo.
Ozzie, great.
Yeah, no,
He's a great kid, great track runner, and great punter. He got Brawley out. So let's see what we can do here. So Valdez, now it's smart to catch that punt, to avoid losing yardage on a roll, but the Wildcats weren't able to do that. But guess what? This is the best Wildcat possession of the night. They're at their 23.
Yeah, and it comes at the second punt from the Nighthawks. I mean, go figure on that one where they're just trading punts still in the first quarter with 1:50 to go. Big Chris at Top Notch Barber, always fresh cuts, a cutaway. Like to give a big thank you, Ron.
Yeah,
He's
what's
been
up,
with
Chris?
us. Yeah,
Forever.
no, Chris
Thank you, Chris. And Amanda.
Chris and Amanda, you know, they're pretty busy people right now. They got how many kids playing ball right now?
I think 2 on the
college?
Tigers. 1 in college and 2 on the Tigers, I believe.
So that's always good to see them. RDO.
No, that is
Number 10 on the tackle in for the Nighthawks.
number 10 is Giovanni Limon.
Giovanni Limon.
Number 35 was A.Z. Zamora. Second down and 9. Ball now at the 24-yard line. Now that we have the clock, 120 some remaining. This is a perfect start for the Wildcats. No score, keeping it tight.
And Ron, this is, in my opinion, looking at this game right here, you kind of get a feel at the game now. I know Rechital, he was the JV quarterback last year, in and out or something like that. And now he comes in as a junior, but I wouldn't see him. I wouldn't lay all the blame on him.
No, there's no blame to give him. Now, that's a nice little
run.
Zamora there with the pitch out to the left. Zamora gaining yards on the outside, couple of yards, making it a doable 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6. Here's the deal. When you have a young quarterback like that or not very experienced quarterback, you need to rely on your offensive line to give him a little bit of protection so that he can maneuver.
I mean, you got that timing factor in the back.
Timing is huge.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. Just getting the snap from center is huge. So here we go, shotgun formation, motion by Pope. Elijah Pope looked like it was supposed to be a direct snap. I'm not sure about that.
Well, that's I saw the same thing out of the Wildcats last week, Ron, when little mix-up in the backfield where the ball was snapped and the backfield was empty last week.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that may have been an errant snap. We don't know. 4th down, the Wildcats will punt, but now the quarter's end. So at the end of the first quarter, we have Norte Nighthawks 0, Brawley Wildcats 0.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at our Central Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Back to action. Start of the second quarter. Deep to kick is Ozzy Naranjo. Naranjo gets this now kind of off the side of his foot. High kick. This time this will stay in Wildcat territory.
Now, we can't depend on the punter all the time either. So just to get him out of the hole the first 2 times he punted, you know.
This one kind of went off the side of his foot. And ball's at the Brawley 41. And the Brawley defense, which is doing a good job.
Yeah, that's going to be
they
the
hold?
key. I think it's going to be the key for both games, Ron.
Well, Del Norte's had the ball twice inside Wildcat territory. This will be the second one that I know of. So here we go. Can the Wildcats hold? Can the Nighthawks cash in?
Great. And while we got a couple of seconds here, I just want to say congratulations to assistant coach here, alumni Brawley player, UNLV, and I know he went to another college, but Coloca, Daniel Coloca. Congratulations on getting married, and he joined the Air Force a week ago.
He left us.
He left. So congratulations. Best of luck, Coloca. We'll keep in touch. Hope to see you down here.
Trip to the right. Williams, look, he shoots it off to the left, and that might have hit the ground. They're going to call that a catch. They call it a catch, and it looked. They have a better view than us. That sure was a catch. No complaint by the Wildcat bench, so it's a first down for the Nighthawks. Now at the Brawley 31, 1st and 10. So Caden Williams kind of getting a little groove now. Last series, he rushed a 3rd down pass. Now a little bit calmer in that pocket on that last play. 1st and 10 at the 31. Trips to the right, single receiver down here. That's number 2. Williams looking to his left. He shoots it out to his running back, and that's number 7 running down the sidelines, Caden Whitten. A nice little play, just a nice little swing out of the backfield, complete.
Is that Keith Sanchez? There he is, right there, number 13. And
yes.
That's one of the things, Ron, and you know, as a at the cornerback position, you can't let anybody get outside of you.
And you know, depending on what his coverage was, however, nice little swing to the short side of the field, nothing big. Nice pass, complete, and run after catch. Got yards after the catch.
Yeah,
so
that
was huge. So now the Nighthawks moving the ball. Ball's now at the 22-yard line of the Wildcats. Whiteside to the right, motion. The give to the left side. That's number 7 who just caught that pass. That is Caden Whitten, senior.
Diego Sandoval, number 24, in for the tackle on a solo tackle coming in for the Wildcats.
So now it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 1.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Ron, you did mention that both defenses were playing good. You know, this Brawley defense right here, starting to notice a little bit. This is the second time I've seen them live. You know, they're solo tackling. Okay, you always want that gang tackling, but there's very good form on that Wildcat defense in their tackling.
Well, let's see how they handle this shift into an empty set. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Williams is looking to his left. He's being rushed. He has an opening. He's going to slide down and get the 1st down inside the 20, maybe to the 17-yard line.
Well, on that
play. So Williams just took what they gave him. They covered their receivers, and he just took off. 1st down for the Nighthawks.
Angel Solano, number 28, had that opportunity to get him, but
missed him.
Yeah, was able to cut back inside and get away from him.
Solario, where do they? Well, it looks like he's the edge guy over there. So you have 2 edge. You have Ryan Rebelar, number 33, RJ Rebelar, and then you have Angel Solario. So here comes Williams. He's looking empty set. He's being rushed. He's going to get knocked down by number 25, Jared Gutierrez.
Jared Gutierrez comes down with the tackle, but they're also going to have a penalty. So we had a 1st down on that run.
So what's the story with this? What happened?
So what down was this, though?
This was 1st and 10.
This was a 1st down. So I would decline that penalty
and take the sack.
Sure. Well, Yeah, because, Ron, then you're going to have a second down. If you take that penalty, it's going to make it a first down. So, I mean.
But is a holding from the line of scrimmage or the spot of the foul?
No, it goes back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, cool.
But a couple of years ago, it used to go
Yeah,
back
I remember that.
And that would be a 20-yard penalty back in the day. That'd be a first down.
That's huge.
Yeah. So so it'd be 1st and 30 right now back in the old way. So it goes back to the line of scrimmage, where I think is fair enough right there.
So it's second down and 100. Give to Romans. He's trying his right side. They're getting to the outside, but how are they doing it? And another flag.
And we see a flag come in. And if there's been anything consistent, it's been what looks to be a penalty. It might be against the Wildcats. The referees, John Seaman, is pointing against them. We'll see. But, it's always in the territory where it's going to be a holding most of the time. Let's see what Mr. John Seaman has. It is
another hold.
Yeah. So he got some positive yards on this, Ron. So.
Yeah, I mean, the Wildcats are looking out right now. They got that big run, and, the holdings got them back. But also, they've had a great play. Jared Gutierrez on that sack.
Yeah, that's been key for them, and so has the penalties been on the Wildcat side.
So if you're the Nighthawks, you're a little bit frustrated with your offense right now because you've been given opportunities inside Wildcat territory, and you're not cashing in. So motion by number 14, setting up the screen, and it's a nice screen complete to number 4, Riley Battle. Battle is going to take that in. Riley Battle all the way. Gains, man, he got about 15 yards. 12 yards. And a fumble.
And
Ducille recovered that.
Blue recovered it. That's going to be Brawley ball right here. And as we look to see number 4, he's there, and there it is. It's a complete fumble. 24 making that hit. Diego Sandoval wasn't the one that recovered it, but he was the one that popped it loose. So Wildcat defense, Ron, doing their job, bending but not breaking.
Well, you know what? There was a short kick, remember, short punt.
Yeah.
So the Wildcats are playing very, right now the defense is holding and forcing Del Norte to make these mistakes because give Del Norte credit. They were moving the ball on that drive.
Yeah.
They've had successful plays, but they're not being very consistent with it. And give credit to the Wildcat defense for coming up with plays when they need it.
And credit,
And, penalties kill you.
Yeah,
they kill you, man.
Penalties will kill you, especially at the wrong time.
Exactly.
That was one of the positive yards for the Nighthawks, and penalties, 2-3 penalties hurt them.
Regitog hands it off to the left, and big man number 70, Jaden Samuel, swallows him up after maybe no gain.
Now, I get it, Ron, when you say the Nighthawks are frustrated. They've had the ball in Wildcat territory, and they've had to, punt it away. But the Wildcats are frustrated, but you're right. They haven't been in the Nighthawk territory at all. So
that's something that right now, if you're not moving the ball, right now you just want to get first downs. Let's get some first downs. Let's get some, let's find some traction with our offense. And the Wildcats now with the 2nd down and 9, trying to figure out, because, look, this is not a small defensive line.
No.
Do we have the numbers on number 76 and number 70? 76 is Theodore Anderson. He's a sophomore. He's got to be 6'3", at least 290.
Yeah, well, the numbers were so long that I couldn't even put them on the roster. Right? And when I mean long, I mean positive long. So as we take a timeout, who took that timeout, Ron? I
did not catch it.
All right. RDO, nothing runs like a deer. We'd like to thank everybody at Imperial Valley Fairgrounds. The Imperial Valley Fairgrounds celebrates local culture and agriculture, hosting the annual California Midwinter Fair and year-round events that bring our community together. IID, your local public water and energy. Intercare, Yvonne Bell, running a program that has tremendously helped the girls flag football league here in Imperial Valley. We'd like to thank Yvonne and her staff. We've been able to recognize these girls for a sport that we can't talk enough about, Ron.
Taking off, man.
Yeah,
it's the new thing.
It's a new thing, and it's changing a lot. I mean, we were talking about it last week, and we got some things coming up. We got Austin Ortega is going to be covering. He's going to be covering the girls flag football league. We hope to have that next week where Austin will
I have a question for him.
Oh, well, you'd be the guy to ask him the question.
Great.
Well, he came on
I know
your
they
advice.
changed some rules. I know that they changed some rules.
A lot of rules. That's
and so
the whole deal.
I don't know if it's improved or what. I want to get his opinion on that. So here we go. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. 8:17 remaining. The give is to Pisano. He's trying the right side. Pisano, that's a busy little run. Gets about 4 yards on that play. 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
Tackled by number 22, Jake Heil.
Jake Heil is a senior.
Now, the good thing about Pisano is that he's not going down after first
No,
contact.
he's not. And those are the kind of running backs you don't like playing against because, usually if your teammate gets him, gets him pretty good, you'll pile on.
Yeah.
But the card runners will take that first hit and keep running.
Well, when you talk about
You got to rally.
When you talk about sophomore running backs, you can't look any further than past the South at the Imperial Tigers. I mean, they have an offense right now and a young offense at that that's putting some numbers up on the board, Ron.
C.J. Regital looking to his right. He has time. He gets swallowed up, and it's going to be a sack by.
Number 76 is covering him up, but
76 was there, but it's also number 70.
Number 70 sneaks in there. Jaden Samuels, he's a senior coming in there and getting to Regital.
So the Wildcats now with the 4th and 10 have not had a first down yet.
Have not had a first down, but they're looking right now at their 4th punt midway through the 2nd quarter.
6:51 remain. It's a fast game because both teams are, the Wildcats mainly running right now, primarily running the ball. Naranjo's standing at his 10, at his 15. Low snap. He's going to roll to his right. Decent kick.
Yes,
Is it going to get a roll? It gets a Wildcat roll, and it's going to roll all the way down to the 36-yard line. So got him out of a hole, but still good field position for the Nighthawks.
Well, I'd have to say he's gotten them out of hole at every time he's punted. It's for sure, definitely 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
The DOM team for business, residential, and farmland real estate. Look for Mr. Doug Dom and Andrew for all your real estate needs. Havens Landscaping. For your landscaping and material needs, look no further than Havens Landscaping. Reach Medical Response Survey. Donnie Wharton. And speaking of Mr. Donnie Wharton, I'd like to say congratulations to Major Donald Wharton being inducted into the Brawley Hall of Fame. He'll be inducted October 3rd. We have a list of all the inductees. Billy Brewer's going to come up here. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
But give us to Romans. Romans off the right side, off the I formation. He's still running. The line still pushing. Good yardage for 7 yards off the left side of that Nighthawk offensive line.
Brought down by number 24, Diego Sandoval of the Wildcats.
Left tackle on the side offensive line was Jackson.
Ron, you
had
the opportunity to talk to head coach Nick Barnett.
Super nice guy.
Super nice guy, correct? I mean, it's just good to see people giving back to the high school football world.
He's a regular guy. He's coaching his son. I mean, not very many kids, coaches get to coach their son. It's throw down the middle, and it's caught, and it's dropped.
Now, are they going to give him?
Is that a catch? It was complete to Alex Rubio.
They're going to give him an incomplete, never had that possession.
And it's a good call. I don't really think.
No, it did. That instant replay helps out so much. I really enjoy seeing that. And to tell you the truth, I thought he was going to catch it.
I thought he caught it. I thought he had possession, but maybe there's 2 steps. Is it 2 steps in high school?
No, it's just possession. There is no 2-step in high school. There is.
So cute. Wow.
No, it's just possession. And from that replay, it looked like he didn't have possession. But then again, he had. I didn't even notice the number that was hanging on to him that caused him to fumble that ball away. But the Wildcat defense coming through.
Now the Nighthawks with the 3rd down and 3. Oh, and the Wildcats they?
Well, they haven't called it. They haven't called the offside.
Okay, now after this play.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can ask me after play. Yeah. I hope I know what you're going to say.
Yes. So the pitch is to Roman off the right side. Roman's trying to stretch it out. The Wildcats defense is there. Odakive was there. Looked like Keith Sanchez was there.
Yeah. Was it
and they
enough?
stopped them. They stopped them. They are short. It is now a 4th down.
Well, that's
and
just a key
2.
play by Atakivi and Sanchez.
They just that perimeter play. You know how it is.
Yeah.
They're stretching it out. They made it.
They stretch it out and then they close
String
in
it
because
out.
what happens, as we all know, that sideline, they're going to run out of room sometime or later.
Exactly.
And yeah. And especially when they're already running to the short side, Ron.
So the Wildcats are holding them now with the 4 down. And guess what? The Nighthawks, they're going to go for it. I think. Will they run a play, or are they just trying to get these guys offsides? There's a Wildcat down here with his helmet over the ball. I think 28 was offside.
And I think they're going to get him on that, Ron, because that whistle was blown so fast. That's going to be a dead ball foul.
He was offside. I mean, 28's helmet was on the ball.
Yeah. And the difference with that, Ron, people, I think you were going to mention that.
Yeah, I was going to ask, okay, what is the high school rule for offsides on a defender? Does his body have to pass the ball or touch? You know what I mean? Like,
okay, so it doesn't get really touchy. The thing is it going to make a difference? Does it help him in that play? Now, if he's offsides, but he's way down here by the sideline, that's not going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But at where he was offsides, that would have made a difference. You know what I mean?
Yes, I get it. So Romans now with that good little run, he's going to get a carry of 11 yards off the right side.
So if it won't have a meaningful
a part on the play, an effect on the play,
it should not be called because it is true. You can actually call a penalty on every play, Ron.
For sure.
We'd be here all night like that. But technically, if that guy was, and you even called it before the whistle did, if he was obviously over the line, that's an advantage for him to get in there. Where if it was a wide receiver and they were far towards the edge, and it wouldn't make that much of a difference. But different styles for different referees, though.
That's right, man. First down for the Nighthawks. Williams looking. He has time, lots of time. He's rolling to his left. He shoots it deep. He's open. That's number 4. And nice play by number 38. I believe that is C.J. Garcia. Pass intended for Ryland Battle. 38. Make the play.
C.J. Garcia came through clutch. But I think that flag is in the territory of offensive holding on the offensive line. So they're going to take a look at bringing that ball back.
By Williams hanging the ball up that long gave the safety time to run over there. I mean, it just seemed like it took forever for that ball to land in number 4's hand. He was open, but again, a holding penalty.
And Nighthawks being haunted by that yellow.
10 yards, right?
Yeah, 10 yards, line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 20 now.
You did mention how fast this clock's moving in the first half.
It is super quick. It is super quick. So now Nighthawks 1st down and 20.
Imperial Flying Service.
It's a little pitch. It's a double pass. 7, and he's wide open. Ryland Battle. So it was the old halfback pass. Ryland Battle with the pitch. With the catch. But a nice throw by Caden Whitten.
Now,
that's a nice play.
It is a nice play, and you're going to catch the Wildcats when everybody's staying home. That little, that's what you call a good call by the coach there.
Yeah,
man.
it was a good call. They're coming up on the perimeter defense. They're shutting down, trying to shut down that sweep. That was working earlier. And then they caught the Wildcats biting up, and boom, hit them.
Yeah, well, the thing was, as you mentioned that play before, Ron, that ball was up in the air so long, so they saw something on that side over there.
We'll go back at them. So set to kick is number 31. That is Orozco. Snap is good. Hold is good. And Orozco, he knocks it straight through the middle. So with 3:19 remaining, first score of the night for the Del Norte Nighthawks. 7, Brawley Wildcats 0.
Ojeda's Industries for all your hydraulic service and agricultural needs. Located next to the airport at Brawley, California. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of U.S. military. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serving our community. Heart Insurance, Liz and the girls, for all your service insurance needs. Johnny's Burritos, a tradition since 1963. Johnny and Al Palomino started across the street where they are now in Brawley, and it is now 3 locations in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. See R&R, when you need reliable waste disposal, CR Waste Management has you covered. Our eco-friendly services keep you Keep our community clean and green. State Farm Insurance. Marion Fernandez Feenley, State Farm, you're covered. Personalized service, great rates, and protection. This is key. Protection, 15 miles into Mexico. Doesn't get you to San Felipe, but it does get you all around San Felipe.
Don't go deep into Mexicali.
Wow.
Or anywhere. So here we go. First down. I mean, set to kick is 31, Orozco. He'll be kicking to number 2, Derek Valdez, and number 10, Frankie Mejia of the Wildcats. Orozco, I think he can kick it anywhere he wants to, that kid, because he just knocks that ball into the end zone all the way deep. The Wildcats now will take over at their 20. So the Wildcats' best field position of the night off a kickoff has been the 23. So now they're at the 20.
When you talk about the kicker there, Ron, is he one of the soccer players that comes over?
No, I'm talking about Orozco of Del
on the
Norte.
Nighthawks.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Barnett about him. He's a 5-star. He's getting a lot of looks from schools, and we haven't had a field goal opportunity, but I'm pretty sure if they're close, they're going to call him.
But is he just a football
Place kicker?
Place
Yeah,
kicker,
that's it.
not soccer? Or
No.
nothing? Oh, okay.
Nice pull by Regital. Regital looked like he was going to give to Pisano. He kept, and he was ran down. I mean, actually ran down by, and I think he's on the ground, number 70.
Somebody is.
That is number 70. That was Jaden Samuels. And Samuels hustled on the play, moves pretty well for a big man. And with the injury timeout, we have the Nighthawks 7, Wildcat 0.
We'll be back right after this.
Hippie Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Hippie Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a fourth-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Back to action. 3:06 remaining. Regital rolling to his right. He's looking throw. He throws down. He's intended for. Pass was intended for number 31, Elijah Pope, incomplete.
Well, Ron and I were talking that during break right here with 3 minutes to go in the half. We at VSN, Alexander Zaragoza, Joaquin Matus, and Sarah have really like to congratulate them. They started what we looked for was 1 intern, ended up with 9. So we've been kept pretty busy. Now today we're going to introduce one of our interns. His name's Adam Avila, I believe, or Adam Reese. And we're going to give him a try up here. Ronnie and them is going to give him a lesson. And, there's nothing like baptizing him here, and especially if we could just get the mayor of Brawley up here. I mean, that would make the biggest difference around. So back to action, play-by-play with our number 1 main man, Mr. Ron Rubio.
So we're having a 3rd down and looks like a penalty. So Wildcats now with the penalty must have been a holding 3rd down, and ball's going to be placed at the 12-yard line.
Three minutes ago, and looks like this series is taking a little bit longer than that whole injury timeout.
They're down and 15 for the Wildcats. Regital swings it out that's complete to RJ Rebelar. Rebelar on a tight end screen. Rebelar runs his way up to.
You know, if the Wildcats can finish on a positive note, I mean, they do have 70 yards to go, 60 plus when they started this drive, but, you know, that's what the Wildcats are going to need. So was number 70 able to walk on his own off the field run?
Yes, he was.
Oh, good. Good to hear that. The bad news is the Wildcats are looking at they got their first down again, Ron?
The Wildcats are short of a first down. It'll be 4th down and 9. That was a nice little tight end screen to Rebelar. Rebelar gained about 11 yards.
Yeah, I saw the markers wrong. It helps when I put my glasses on. But, yeah, when you're looking at 4th and 9,
it's not too much.
2:48. Well, this is where the punting's going to come in, Ron.
Just got to keep gaining field position on them.
So it looks like we have a timeout. And why we have a timeout here, I'd like to say a couple of things about some of our people that keep our VSN live stream going. Couldn't do it without Imperial Valley College. You know, that whole group behind. Timeout here. I'm looking on the field to see if they're going back on there. Was that an injury or a regular timeout?
I'm thinking it was a timeout, just a regular timeout. Nobody was hurt. So Ozzy Naranjo set to kick. Rolls a little bit to his right. Nice little punt.
Yes, it is.
Fielded by Chase Jurgens, trying to get out, and a good tackle by R.J. Rebelar.
So the sophomore, R.J. Rebelar, coming in there, and I'll tell you what, being a sophomore, he's a big kid, Ron. Big kid making some plays.
And there's a flag.
Now we got a flag now. Well, as we take a look at the flag here, hear what Mr. Seaman has to say, I'd like to think, like I was saying, we can't do it, our live stream, without the support and it's mostly just support and awareness that we have received from Imperial Valley College. Dr. Johnson and his whole staff, including, you know, we have the athletic director and then Chino Torrez that have been instrumental to us in launching the VSN for a couple of years now. Enrique, the Dean of Athletics, I think he's been on there 2-3 years now. He is just, the guy's got a little bit of energy.
Yeah,
reminds me of you. The guy's got a lot of energy.
Nice.
So couldn't do it without them. El Centro Motors. Visit the team at El Centro Motors for your next truck, car, or SUV. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Tony Camacho invites you to come try some of the El Centro's favorite Mexican food.
A swing pass out to Romans. Romans finds, and he fumbles it. He fumbles it out of bounds.
As we take a look at this fumble here on this replay, you're going to see that lucky that ball went out of bounds. I'm just trying to look to see who laid the hit on him.
I didn't catch it. I was looking at the swing. Nice little swing pass, look. But here's the deal. They gained 6 yards on it.
Yeah.
So even though it was a big hit, ball coming out, they still gained yards. It's an effective play. But look, check this out. Romans looked a little funny walking off the field.
Are you talking about?
Romans is the running back, number 5.
Well,
he's the one who caught the pass and took the big hit.
Well, number 8 came in there with the big hit, and that's good to see him back out there.
Rick Rubio, huh?
Yeah. He was the second string quarterback.
Williams, he's looking for a streak down the middle. Frankie Mejia. Pass intended for, defended by Mejia, number 10. Pass intended for number 4, Rylan Battle, who caught that halfback pass for a touchdown.
Well,
so Battle is their primary receiver. They've gone to him deep 3 times, and he's the one with that high pass that took forever to get there, and C.J. Garcia broke it up. But he caught the touchdown pass. So you have to keep your eyes on number 4.
Well,
153 remaining.
No secret. The Nighthawks, you know, they want to get downfield, and they want to get downfield fast, Ron.
Well, here's the deal. The Nighthawks, they're coming off a bye. They're coming off a bye, so they had a bye in a quick amount in the 4th week. So it's another swing and another good defensive play by
Josh
Frankie Mejia and number 18.
That's Josh
Viscata
coming in there to lay the hammer down. And that's, we talked about that earlier, Ron, where the form tackling is going to come in. And that's, you got to have good mechanics like that.
2 good tackles on this drive. The hit right now by Viscata, and then Rubio hitting that guy on that one play right now. I mean, they stopped him. Plays that could have gained a lot more yards, but because it was a good tackle, boom, the play ended there. So deep to receive now, it looks like Frank Mejia standing at his 30-yard line. Left-footed punter, nice punt. And it's going to let it bounce. So that was a nice punt by number 11. That is Grant Goldman. So Grant Goldman, the senior, with a nice punt into Wildcat territory. 1 minute left. Wildcat ball on the 22. I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm only could see the pylons because there's no numbers on the field. Doesn't it usually have numbers?
No, it does usually have numbers, but Billy Brewer told me that the field was too wet for the numbers to be installed when they were trying to do it. And, they got to be put on in time for them to dry. And the field, by the way, looks excellent. That's one thing it does. It looks like it just got rained on. Nice, fluffy green with nice white lines on there. But, yeah, the numbers were not able to be put on because that field was just a little too wet.
1 minute left. Motion by the Wildcats. That is the give to Elijah Pope. Pope trying to get around the right side. Pope. And there's number 10. I have not called Giovanni Limon. He is a 3-year starter. He's a senior. He is basically their captain. And plays fullback as well. Coach Barnett, he just lit up when he talked about this kid. So check out Giovanni Limon. Number 10. He is a senior.
IB Welding and Mechanical, for all your industrial contractor needs, give IB Welding and Mechanical a call.
2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Wildcats now still in their territory. They've been averaging their started drives would be at the 20-some yard line of their own. The give is up the middle. The give is to Pisano. Pisano fights for at least 6 yards up to the 33rd down.
Number 32 for the Nighthawks, able to tackle him down, but not before
Tice Gingrich gets him. 32. 3rd down and 2. Ball's right at the 30-yard line. Whiteside is to the left for the Wildcats. Let's see what Regitel and the Wildcats can do. He's got 2 receivers to the right. The give is to Limon. No, Limon. Pisano. He got the first down.
Yeah, they got the first down. They're stopping the clock for, to set the chains, and that is their first down of the first half. Right now, the Wildcats, wouldn't you say, Ronnie, they would just have to regroup, and it looks exactly what they're going to do.
For sure, regroup. So let's see what the Wildcats can come up with in the second half. They fought them hard, 7-0 score. They'll take that any day.
So as we go into halftime, Ron Rubio, VSN crew, will be back after our messages from some of our sponsors.
Imperial County is an oasis in the desert, just being the only educational institution outside of San Diego State. Now all eyes are on us, and we want to make sure we hold that highest standard of excellence across our institution. We take it as our obligation to make sure that we educate and provide an opportunity for every single student. Okay, what programs do we need to do? What services do we need to provide? You know, where are some of our transfer portals that we need to make sure that we open up for our students? I have to give my all. And I encourage my teams and the campus community, hey, let's give it all, because these are our neighbors. These are the kids down the block. They're gonna be our doctors, they're gonna be our nurses, they're gonna be here. So how can we make sure that they have all the resources and the support they need to get there?
Imperial Valley College. We are IVC. For more, visit imperial.edu.
Johnny's Burritos, serving the Imperial Valley since 1963, a Imperial Valley tradition, with locations in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. Wishing all these students this month going back to school a big welcome back.
Este verano yo estoy ahorrando, ¿y usted? A pesar del calor del verano, no hay mejor momento para ahorrar energía y dinero mientras se mantiene fresco. IID ofrece programas para ayudarle a ahorrar, incluyendo al menos $1,500 en medidas de eficiencia energética, reembolsos en electrodomésticos eficientes, $50 por reciclar su refrigerador viejo, un refrigerador nuevo para clientes que califiquen y más. En casa, ahorre ajustando su termostato 78 grados o más y utilice ventiladores. Para más información, visite el sitio web de IID.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
You know what, Doc? Ever since I came back from my music tour, I've been feeling great.
Well, everything looks great. Your blood pressure's normal, your cholesterol's in check. Just need to check your lungs and we'll be done.
Oh, no need for that, Doc. Let me show you what I got.
Charles, I don't think...
So, what do you think, Doc? Still got the golden lungs, right?
Arctic Air's end of summer sale is on, the coolest deal of the year. We have a limited supply of premium carrier HVAC units, and we're committed to cooling Imperial Valley before the summer is over. No money down plus 0% interest for 12 months. We offer same-day installation and several financial options. Inventory won't last. Call Arctic Air now and get your AC unit before they're gone.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. 2 hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Centro Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
Celebrate Hispanic heritage at El Centro Motors with these huge savings. 0% financing up to 72 months, plus rebates. Trade-in assistance on selected F-150s. Also up to $30,000 in savings on selected new F-150s. Celebrate Heritage Month with these great deals. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. Because at El Centro Motors, it's just that easy.
Welcome back to our halftime festivities here at Warne Field on a very muggy Friday night. But Billy, it's still football. Rain's not going to cancel the game, right?
We'd have been playing last night. We had a game last night.
Well, I'm glad to let everybody know Billy Brewer, athletic director, when I say athletic director, that covers a lot here at the Brawley Fields down right now.
No, I appreciate it, Will. And, you know, kids are playing hard tonight, and defense has really stepped up. And if we could get a couple more first downs, it would really help to keep these kids off the field in the second half. But proud of the kids, the way they're playing tonight.
Well, Ron mentioned it earlier. Defense is going to be the key to this game. It looks like, to tell you the truth, you know, the Wildcats haven't been in Nighthawk territory, and then when the Nighthawks were in the territory, the defense came through, and then the penalties helped them. So it's going. I know they're up 7-0 right now, but it's going to be key. You know, like you said, Brawley does have to get going. So like the other person I'd like to introduce, the mayor, El Alcalde from Brawley, California, Mr. Gil Revelar. Gil, glad to have you up here.
Oh, no, it's always a pleasure to come down here on a Friday night, even though there's no numbers on the field. It's okay, Billy?
No. There's a Ronnie talked about that and explained that. So because the field looks beautiful as it is, but there was a reason why. Because
well, with that flooding yesterday, we couldn't. It was still wet up to almost an hour and a half before the game, and then kids get out there an hour before the game. So we were glad to get the lines that are on there. Trust me. So again, we just want to play football, and it doesn't really matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter how good or not good or whatever. We're struggling. Obviously, we got a young team. But I do appreciate their stepping up. Appreciate the city of Brawley. Appreciate Gilly. Always been good to the high school, and we have a great relationship. And one day when I finally step away from here, I'm going to miss that part of it. So.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, he's not going to be stepping away too far. I mean, I'm tugging at his shirt all the time. Depends what Candace says, but still. Anyways, Gilly, what's real quick? What's going on with the city right now? Well, I'm sorry. You came in. I saw a little post on. We had a major storm, but it hit the whole Imperial Valley.
The whole Imperial Valley. And my wife's grandma lives down Hopeville. Lines down all around, and so everywhere. It wasn't just Brawley. And as Billy said, you know, the field. Yet school staff came together. The city throughout the week was cleaning drains. We gave out sandbags. Just when that much rain comes in that fast in such a short amount of time. You know, there's going to be some impacts for our city staff, our public works, our fire. We're working around the clock, all night, all day today, just to recover. And like I said, from last night to today, last night I drove around town, everywhere was flooded.
Terrible.
I needed a boat. And so to go out this morning and see a lot of it clear, just dirt and some trash cans and leaves, I think is a testament, like I said, not just to the city, but community residents. I saw people, neighbors out cleaning gutters, neighbors just coming out, just checking on those around them. And so, you know, that's what Brawley's about. We always come together when the time is needed. We don't wait for anyone. We get up and just take action. And so that's the Brawley spirit. That's the Brawley pride. Like you said, the team's been struggling this year, but what I've seen is some grit, some toughness. It's a tough group of kids. And come ball game, I think they'll be ready. Things will click, and we'll keep that ball and, just show Central what's up.
Hey, let's hope it happens before the bell. With all due respect, so we need to get some things together. But we're going to get some kids back. We have some kids here too, and so we're going to have some kids back before that Imperial and Central ball game, obviously. But Hopeville's right there in the mix of it. So we got our hands full, and got Calexico next Thursday, and we have our hands full the rest of the year, including October 3rd on the Hall of Fame game against University City.
So like Billy said right now, October 3rd, as your mother, Juanita Revelar, is on the committee for Hall of Fame. October 3rd, Brawley will be facing University City, and that's going to be a big night for not just Brawley football, but Brawley community. As this, I would say it's third year, Brawley, behind the efforts of Mr. Billy Brewer and the whole committee, this is going to be the third year that they are going to be inducting Hall of Fame inductees only from the class, only from Brawley Union High School, separate from the football one, but there's football going to be included in this. And, it's going to be a great night. I know that we put out messages out there, so we're looking excited for that night on October 3rd. Billy, if you could give us a little rundown of what's going on with that.
Absolutely. Thanks, Will. So we've always had that IVFCA, Imperial Valley Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. But now we have a full school Hall of Fame from, all 24 sports. And, some people that never get recognized that should get recognized are now getting recognized. So we're excited about that. Obviously, it started with the females the first year. It's the third year. It'll be a second year for guys. It'll be the third year for guys. And right, third year, right? Total.
Yes.
And so looking forward to that October 3rd. We have a dinner at 4 o'clock starting October 3rd in the gymnasium. And we'll have about 275 to 325 people there. And then we have a great fish taco dinner there. And we celebrate them for the next hour and a half. And then we rush them over to the football game. And at halftime, we honor them again versus University City that night at 7 p.m., October 3rd.
Well, Gilly, you alumni from Brawley High School here. But you're, of course, the younger generation. A little bit. From coming from me, class of 82, I like seeing that. And we wonder why it took so long, too, Billy. And that's our fault, the community's fault.
It's Billy's fault.
But, at the end, it always is, right?
It is what it is.
So, Gilly, from a younger perspective, what do you think about that Hall of Fame?
Oh, I think it's great. I think one thing, too, you got the class of 04 being inducted.
Yeah.
And I was I think a freshman coming in, and seeing that squad, I mean, set the bar. I've talked about that, you know, next man up, and seeing those before you set a standard of excellence, of commitment. And so that 04 class, I know as an 08 alumni, really set the bar and set, you know, where we want to go and what's possible. We didn't go to the Q, we didn't go to the championship, but to see a team like that come together.
We did go to the Q, and we did go to the championship.
No, I didn't.
Oh, your class, you mean? Oh, I think
we didn't. But
yeah.
you know, when you see 04 do that, I mean, it said, okay, anything's possible. It's possible to get there. And so, no, 04 played a huge role in my career at UHS, and it's exciting to see them and all the other athletes. But it's all about, like I said, those before you, respecting them and them setting the tone on what.
Let me say something on that. What he just said is a good line right there about us setting a standard. You know, we're playing some tough teams this year.
Yeah.
And yes, we lost 27 kids, 14 all IVL kids last year. But you know what? That's no excuse. It's next man up, just what he said. And the standard's been set, and we're gonna play teams, regardless if we're the underdog coming into tonight. We're hurt, obviously, and we got some things going, but that's not an excuse. We're gonna come out and play whoever's on the other side of that 50-yard line. And so, you know, that standard was set long ago, as the mayor said.
Well, no doubt. I think you're correct when you said key is going to be you're going to be ready when league starts, and that is important. And then where the chips fall after that, come playoff time, you know, you want to get in, and then you want to make some damage. So, Bailey, I'd like to thank you for coming up, talking about the Hall of Fame in their third year. Mr. Mayor, thank you for coming up, and it's always a pleasure to touch base with you. You know, you're always welcome, whether it's here at the Bell game this year, going to be at Cal Jones Field. You're always welcome. Love you coming up here. And
can I say one update real quick?
You can't say goodbye without saying hello to your grandfather.
Heck yeah. So one thing though, October 24th is our State of the City. It's going to be at the Hidalgo Hall Friday night. Sure to get you an invitation. Historically, it's been a morning event, and actually it's been pay to get in. This year it's free, open to the public. Just got a RSVP. It's going to give an update on where the city's at, where we hope to go with all the changes happening. So it's October 24th. I'll text you an invitation, but I do want to just let the public know. And then the pool. The pool is a big thing. I know it impacts the high school, impacts their athletics. We just submitted plans to the county health department. They're reviewing them. We just did a site walk this week, so we are anticipating to start real progress, real work in the coming month. And so we anticipate a spring 2026 opening. Yeah, but there is a light. There is a finish line that we see.
Little flickering going on there.
Yeah, there's finally a lot of litigation, just a lot of, you know, attorneys, insurance, all the paperwork and whatnot, but we're finally got real progress. So spring 2026. If we can get it sooner, we'll try, but we don't want to rush it. We can get back where we're at. And so, but it's a lot. Finally, we have some real work happening.
Great job to the city, too, and the city council. We appreciate what they're doing, and it is a push for the high school. But, again, we have such a great relationship working with each other, and we love this community, both sides, high school and city council, and we're here for everybody.
All right. Well, with that said, let's get back to the game. To my main man, Ron, and I, thank you for coming up, guys. Appreciate everything you guys do for Brawley, California.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Not sure what you want to do after high school? The dual enrollment program at Imperial Valley College is here to help.
Our goal is to make sure that every single student in the county has the opportunity, one, to graduate from high school, and two, earn some college units, some college credits before they graduate from high school.
Dual enrollment helped me out to finish faster towards my career in life. You get a little taste of that college experience, of what to expect.
So even if you don't know what you want to do as a career, by taking college courses that are general education, you're able to explore. Maybe you find a love, an interest, and a passion for business or psychology or history.
It starts with our high school students. If they get the chance to see college, experience college at an early age, research says they're more likely to, one, attend college, and two, graduate from college. And that's what we want.
Start exploring your future today with dual enrollment at Imperial Valley College. Apply for dual enrollment to find your passion today by talking to your high school counselor or visit www.imperial.edu/dual enrollment.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care
of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
DP Duck quiere recordarle a todos que se mantengan activos, jueguen seguros y que sean cool este verano. Si no tienes acceso a una alberca, hay muchas maneras de refrescarte sin acercarte a los canales. Para estar seguro, recuerda las reglas de DP Duck. Nunca nades en un canal, nunca juegues cerca de un canal y nunca te metas a un canal. Si ves a alguien caer en un canal, busca ayuda o llama al 911. Mantente alejado y seguirás vivo.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment. I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Line drive kick by the Wildcats, picked up by number 11, Goldman. Goldman running to his left. Goldman kind of cuts the corner, gets around the edge. I'm going to say the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Nighthawks. They will start this possession, first possession of the second half, with the 7-0 lead. 11:51 remaining. Just started, just kicked off. First half, the Wildcats had terrible field position most of the night, deep in their territory, but they played well defense. Nighthawks, on the other hand, could not have much success against the Wildcat defense. They'll swing out to Romans. Romans drops the ball. It's incomplete. Second down and 10. So a little swing pass out to number 5, Maddox Romans by Williams. A play that has worked for the Nighthawks. Their only score came on a halfback pass thrown by, I believe, Caden Whitten to number 4, Ryland Battle. Williams, wide side to the right, single back, 2 receivers on both sides. Williams with the man in motion. That's Rubio. Williams, look, another set, trying to set up a screen too, and it's caught by Faroki. So no gain on the play. Maybe. Trying to look at the field, the sticker there, he's lost a yard. So third down and 11. Third down and 11. Williams now rolling to his right. He's rolling, he's looking, he stopped, he launches, he fires. Intended for, that is Lamone. It's a deep pass, and that's intercepted by, that is Rick Rubio on the interception. So the pass was intended for Barnett, and Williams just hung it up there again. He hung one up to number 4, Battle, earlier in the end zone. But this one was a play that was, both for the receiver or the defender. Rubio came up with the play. So the Wildcats now on the first turnover for the Wildcats.
No, Ron, it's just after that interception, you see the kids coming together. I don't know what the heck happened.
Play.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened at halftime, but something, and then you go into this to an interception right here, the Wildcats. Now they just got to get the offense rolling here.
First down from the 25-yard line. Wildcats now. Regital under center. He keeps. Regital, he is open. Regital is going to keep. He is gone. CJ Regital with the fake and takes it in. Touchdown, Brawley. That was really nice.
Well,
that was a good run by Regital. Good read. That was a good football play. He read well. And Regital, now that he's got that under his buckle, can the kid blossom from that?
Yeah, no, it's not even a can. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. He's gotta keep this going. He's a senior. That's where the leadership's gonna come in now, and that is gonna get the blood flowing in everybody's system right now. It's gonna help the old line. It just helps everybody.
Well, here's one thing that Esposito, the kind of coach he is, he did not want to change things. Things were well for the Wildcats, offense and defense. These are things these young players are going through right now. And Regital right now, and the kick is up, and it was good. So with that is number 19.
Yeah.
I don't have 19. Do you have 19? Anyhow, so the Wildcats now tie it up 7-7 with 10:45 remaining on that big run by C.J. Regital.
That's a negative on number 19, but Ron, the 19 was the PAT kicker, but the holder was key on that play right there, because when you got a tight ball game like this, that makes a big difference.
So now the Wildcats with new life at 10:45 in the third quarter. Are you surprised by the score?
That's Evans Sepulveda. Oh, yeah, Ron, definitely. I thought at halftime we were going to have double-digit scores on each side. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, especially because I saw those plays by CJ a couple of weeks ago where he faked that inside handoff and he took it up the middle. I mean, and I go, okay, these guys are firing on all cylinders. But then I kind of took back a little bit when I saw the empty backfield, that snap being made. So they were making mistakes, and I go, okay, they're going to get rid of the mistakes. But when we see that mistake again in I think it was the first series, correct, Ron? So it's kind of late in the season to have those type of mistakes. But then again, the injuries they've had, I understand.
Oh, wow. Almost broke that. That was number 1, Chase Jurgens. So a good return. Was that kick intentional to squib it?
Well, number 69 didn't care what the squib was, but Ezekiel Reese was in there to make the tackle to make sure that they didn't take that all the way to the house. So we have an updated roster on here. Evan Sepulveda.
Evan Sepulveda. Okay, got you now. Evan.
What's up? I'll take it.
So now with the Nighthawks with 10:40 remaining, takeover. Good field position. You can't complain about the 38-yard line, so we have Williams in the shotgun formation, gives to number 5. Is that Romans? I want to know if that's Roman. Is that number 5 getting up?
That is number 5 getting up.
Took a big shot on that one series down here, caught the ball up after a catch. Romans, good runner. I mean, he gets you tough yards inside. He can get you to the outside. Wildcat defense looking at a 2nd down and 1. Ball is at the 47-yard line for the Nighthawks.
Ron, tell me a little bit. Brawley's nose guard, right tackle, number 77, Chris Espinoza.
Chris Espinoza, junior, big boy. Just coming, finding out how good he can. Here's Roman to the right side. Roman is finding a gap, and Roman is going to score. 10-5-0 touchdown, Nighthawks. Come on. Good thing he didn't go on Espinoza's side, but it was the left side of the defense, and he hit a hole. And Roman, I just got you saying, is a good runner. Deceiving. I mean, he doesn't look that fast, but the kid knows how to get into space, and that's what he did. That's just what he did right now. Got by the big boys, got by the linebackers, and was able to kick it into gear. Nobody fast enough for the Wildcats to catch him.
Well, Rubio was in there to make the tackle, but what happened, you know how it is, Ron, you take that bad angle, and that speed deception will get you.
I missed it.
Get you by surprise on that one.
9:57 remaining, so two big run plays have lit up the night a little bit.
I think something was going on in both halftime.
So here's Orozco with the kick. Orozco is going to tie this up.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, 14-7. So Orozco knocks it in, 9:57 remaining. Nighthawks 14, Brawley 7.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, founded in 2023, Imperial Valley Healthcare District is dedicated to expanding access and improving healthcare for Imperial County. Big Chris at Top Notch Barber, where it's always fresh cuts are always a cut away. RDO, nothing runs like a deer, located in Imperial 3275 Highway 86. Imperial Fairgrounds, the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds celebrates the local culture and agricultural events in all our community, hosting the annual California Midwinter Fair and year-round events that bring our community together. Imperial Irrigation District, I'd like to give a big thank you to both the water and the energy department when it comes down to Imperial Irrigation. Ron, I get to see it firsthand.
Yes.
You talk about the line crews. I mean, they were just getting a little daylight, and then this storm hit.
Came big on them.
Yeah. Same thing on the water side. Mike Pacheco and them just got to go back out there starting tomorrow and start fixing things up in the whole Imperial Valley. That storm, it wasn't long, but it hits so hard and fast.
It sure did.
So
Orozco with the kick. Kicks it deep into the end zone, and he's been doing that all night. I mean, you can do that. So the Wildcats now will take over at the 20, and that strategy has worked. The Wildcats always starting deep. At the 20 is deep to me.
Well, the only time they were in Nighthawk territory was on that long run by Regital.
True that. They haven't had a drive that got you into their territory. So let's see what the Wildcats can do. A lot of time remaining, 9:57 remaining. First half blew by. Third quarter is kind of like a slowdown.
But look, we got more points in less time.
Exactly. Great point. So here comes Regital. Fresh off that quarterback read. Was it option? Yes, it was option. Here it is again. This time it's a give. And this time, the Wildcats will take 3 yards. They're going to fight the way up to the 24. Looks like the 24.
Like to thank everybody at Case Carne, located in Adams Avenue, right there in El Centro, for some of the tastiest, award-winning carne asada.
Where is it?
On Adams Avenue, right? I forgot the cross street on that. But Silva down there in charge of the place, just running a good, tight show. And please stop in and appreciate some of the great specials that Case Carney has been putting up for every Thursday and Friday.
So you can order food there and sit down.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's all
Garden.
meat to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got you.
It's a meat market.
Nice. So now the inside the middle. Good to see number 70. Jaden Samuels back up and at him. And nowhere to go for Pisano on that one. So it's a 3rd down and 6.
Well, for being a bigger lineman, he is kind of quick on his feet there, Ron.
70 is quick, and 76 takes up a lot of space. Number 76, that's Theodore Anderson. He's only a sophomore, that kid, 76 there.
Well, if you got to make him go around and, make them and get your speed on the outside, if all those defensive linemen can stop them up the middle.
Noah Harris, number 12, is an edge down here. You got to watch for this kid. The give is to. Nice play to Pisano. Pisano now. He's going to fight his way up to the Wildcat 35-yard line. So the Wildcats getting a first down now. Can the Wildcats get back-to-back, get a package of first downs?
Yeah,
wear this defense out. Can this defense be heating up in this muggy weather? Who knows?
Yeah, I think, Ron, in the first quarter you said something and start of the second. One of the things you said, hey, look, let's just worry about getting first downs.
Right.
And that's what the Wildcats seem to be doing. Because, of course, when you do that, you do the old John Self trick, the controlling the clock.
Let's ask our intern real quick. Hey, how's the weather down there on the field? Muggy. And I figured it would be muggy. So the give is here. Now, the Wildcats are finding something with this option here, and they've been running it to the right side. It's a keep to Pisano. Now, you keep hitting him with Pisano, then you're going to pull and run as Regital did on that first touchdown for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 7. Things are starting to move now.
2 weeks ago, these same Nighthawks went up against St. Augustine. They ended up with the win against them, 19-12. So that's a little give-tell how these Wildcats might be a little bit deceiving, especially with all the injuries they've had.
Right, and, so they started out against Point Loma. They lost 42-24. So somebody went the wrong way, the Wildcats, and now that's where the inexperience or, you're trying to get consistency, and then one good play, one not so good. So as we were talking about the Nighthawks, they lost their first game, 42-24, beat St. Augustine 19-12, lost before the bye
Yeah, that to La Costa Canyon.
56-13.
Okay, I get it. La Costa Canyon, I get it. But look, not only that, they're going to be facing Rancho Bernardo, Oceanside.
Palomar League.
That's a tough league right there. And then they end the season, with El Camino and Carlsbad. Talk about a tough league.
That is tough. So right now, they're worried about these Wildcats right now, hanging in 14-7, 6:21 remaining. Can the Wildcats get a first down on this drive? 3rd down and 7. They give us to Moreno, and he slammed down by
there's our man, number 70.
Samuels
comes in there, and he's controlling that defensive line of scrimmage.
He sure is. I mean, he's one guy that's busy. And it's always nice to have some really good, nice defensive tackles. That makes your defense so much easier. If you have one good one, 2 is a luxury.
Well, there's a big difference when your defensive linemen are making the tackles than your defensive backs.
Yeah, for sure.
Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community, located throughout Imperial Valley and Winter Haven areas.
Ozzie Naranjo standing at his 22-yard line. He gets a nice low punt. It's straight 2. That's number 1. He's trying out to the right side. He's going to get to the outside. And he's going to make it all the way into Wildcat territory to the 45. Great run by Chase Jurgens on that return.
Diego Sandoval able to grab on before he got any more yards on that, because did he have some green grass on their run?
He was gone. I mean, Jurgens caught that on the run. It was a low punt. You don't give your team time to get down there. It's a line drive. The kid caught it on the run. The momentum, great. It was a good punt return for them.
That's guaranteed 10 yards on that line drive kick like that.
Easy.
And then you get momentum with the little speed up the middle.
But look, I think they kicked from the 36. I'm not too sure where they kicked from. They're now at the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. So 1st and 10, 5:14 remaining. Trips to the left for Williams. Williams looking. He has time. He throws a fade. He's open. It's caught. That is number 2, Riley Faroki, who is their leader in touchdowns.
And the Nighthawks coming into the second half. And
well, Faroki's their leader in reception yards per game. He over 51 yards. That was a good. They saw something, man. They ran it. They got it. So good play, good pass by Williams to Faroki. So now with 5:06 remaining, the Wildcats even gets hit twice quickly with big plays.
Yeah, and to the air the Nighthawks are going. Where in that first quarter and then part of that second quarter, they were trying to control the ground game, the running game by keeping the ball on the ground. But they're finding holes on that Wildcat defense, Ron.
So now can the Wildcats respond with 5:06 remaining? Orozco now is going to make it 21-7. So with this 5:06 remaining in the third quarter, we have the Nighthawks of Del Norte 21, Wildcat 7.
We'll be right back after.
Back to action with 5:06 remaining. Orozco again kicks it deep into the end zone. Wildcats again starting at their 20-yard line. at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Now time is draining in the third quarter. The Wildcats now down by 2 scores. The possessions now are starting to have more importance to it. More production is required by the Wildcats now. Not to pressure, not to panic. Lots of time left. 5:06 remaining.
Lots of time left, Ron, but this drive could be key because, 5 minutes ago, and they, down by 14 points, Ron. Yeah, this could be a key drive.
This is a key drive for sure. And so let's see what the Wildcats do. Motion, and it's an open pass to Eric Valdez. He was open, a little bit underthrown.
Yeah. Ronnie, I'd like to introduce you to Adam Reese. He is going to be one of the interns, and he's going to have the North End area and Brawley.
Nice.
Adam, welcome to Valley Sports Network.
Welcome,
Thank you, guys.
Adam.
I'm glad to be here.
Looking sharp. Yeah, I wish we had a camera on this guy. Looking really sharp.
Thank you.
So Adam is one of 9 interns that were hired through a process by our original intern from Southwest Alexandria, Saragossa. UCLA, wow, how could I forget her? So Alexandria did all the groundwork, and here's our number 1 guy here for Brawley. So here we go, back to action, 4:16 remaining. The give is 2. And they're getting gobbled up right up the middle. No, nothing there. That was Adrian Zamora for no gain, maybe a loss of 1. Second down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like there's going to be a good game, but they collapsed down on it really quick.
Good gain, and we have a Nighthawk down.
So with that, we'll be right back after this with Adam, Ron, and Will Torres.
This summer, I'm saving. Are you? Despite the summer heat, there's no better time to save energy and money while keeping cool. IID offers several programs to help you save, including at least $1,500 in free energy-saving measures, rebates on energy-efficient appliances, $50 for recycling your old refrigerator, and a new free refrigerator for qualified customers, and more. At home, save by setting your thermostat at 78 or higher and using fans. This summer, I'm saving. Are you? For more tips and program information, visit us online.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
3:59 remaining in the third quarter. The Wildcats now on a drive, 3rd and 10. This is a not very important drive, but crucial drive for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 10. Wildcats were short a player. Now the Wildcats in with 3:46 remaining. Regital rolling to his right. Regital has grass. He throws. It's intended for 31 Pope. Incomplete. So there's going to be a 4th and 10. Holding. 3:37 remaining. After this play, we will ask Adam Reese the internship process. Very interesting thing that, it's a bad snap for the Wildcats. And Rajo able to round it up, gets it kicked off, punts it off, and now Del Norte picks it up at the Wildcat 43-yard line. .327 remaining. Nighthawks will take over at the 41-yard line. With us, Adam Reese. Adam Reese is our intern. He now was hired through the hiring process through Alexandra Saragossa, who was our original one. Now, Adam, what was the process for that? How did you find out about it, and what was the process?
So I ended up seeing it through Instagram on the night of my birthday, and I thought, this would be really nice to do. Because I genuinely love talking about football. Like my buddies always tell me I'm talking too much about football, so I thought this would be a beautiful time to talk about it.
Well, that's pretty good. So then that happened. So you applied. Was there like what was the system? You applied online. How did you interview for it?
Yeah, I applied through Instagram because they posted the forms online, and I did an interview process, and it was really fun.
So are you in high school right now? Are you an actual high school student?
No, I'm at IVC right now.
Okay, great. But the other interns are high schoolers? Okay, very good. So what is your major?
My major was to transfer to San Diego State, but I think I'm going to switch into financing.
That's very good. So, Adam, we want to thank you for being part of this internship, and we look forward to what features you have. I mean, I'm very new to this. I mean, Will can add in like...
No, we're all a little bit new to it, like the whole process.
Reporting, right?
Yeah. So one of the features that we were going to do, we were just going to start with one intern, but there was so much talent out there, and I don't want to...
Romans breaks it off to the right side. So another first down for the Nighthawks, if not a first down, very close to it.
As I was saying, I don't want to mention all the names only because, like, I haven't met all of them yet. In fact, this is the first time we met with Adam. And Adam, how was your first time out on the field? We just posted. I mean, you looked really good when you did the recording yourself, but now you're on the field, the football team's there, the atmosphere's there. How was that experience?
Man, it's definitely great. I just wish the weather was a little bit better. Very muggy, but no, this is a really fun experience. I'm glad I'm here with you guys to do this.
So we're glad to have you, and our fans, our audience is going to get a big chance to see you, and hope you're around. You know, we got, especially when league comes around, there's going to be some good games being played here. So congratulations, and thanks again, Adam.
All right, thank you guys.
Adam, thank you very much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Back to action, and now the Nighthawks moving the ball against the Wildcats. That was a first down run by Romans. 2:22 remaining in the third quarter. 21-7 lead for the Nighthawks. The Wildcats now with a defensive stand. They need to have a defensive stand. The ball is at the 24-yard line.
This is one of those instances where the Wildcat defense now is going to have to step it up a little bit from the offense, Ron.
Keep them out. So now Williams fakes. He throws a slant. That's complete to number 11. And Grant Goldman's made a few plays tonight. So that nice little slant play, is it short of a first down?
It's going to be short of a first down, Ron. I want to go back to that last series that the Wildcats had. C.J. Richardson rolled out to his right, and you know he's running to the sideline on that would be the south side over here. Ron, he had a little bit of green grass, but he saw that wide open receiver there.
And it's like
that's a tough call.
It's no man's land. You think you can maybe get it running, but that guy's kind of open. That's the choice of quarterbacks to make. Here's the give to number 7. That is the Caden Whitten who threw the halfback pass touchdown.
I'll tell you what, them Wildcats, number 33 coming in there once again out of Kiva. We've called his name plenty of times today. So that is the position of that quarterback. They put you in there, and you know it's so easy to call it from up here. You know, you see the green grass. All this kid wants to do is any other quarterback, you know, that's playing this beautiful game we call tackle football is just get that first down.
And you know, there's a lot to learn at the quarterback position, and a lot of things happen at the snap of the ball. I mean, there's a lot of things to think about.
Yeah, he's got to know everybody's plays.
That's right. So Williams gives, trying the left side, and that's Roman trying to get to the outside. Roman stiffs arms one of the Wildcats.
Yeah, pushed out by Keith Sanchez, number 13.
Along with number 27.
So do we have a Wildcat limping off the field?
Do we? That's number 2. That looks either like a cramp. That's Valdez.
With clock winding down, let's see what the Nighthawks do.
16 seconds. They're going to let the clock run out to end the third quarter. So with that being said, we have the Nighthawks. I don't think they're going to have time there. That's it. So at the end of the third quarter, we have the Nighthawks of Del Norte 21, Brawley Wildcats 7.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades. And at our Central Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Back at Warne Field, starting the fourth quarter, the Nighthawks of Del Norte 21, Brawley Wildcats 7. Second down and 7 outside the 10 of the Wildcats. Williams looking to the right. He throws a slant down the middle, intended for number 14, incomplete. Intended for Alex Rubio, incomplete.
Covering on that play was Diego Sandoval.
Number 24.
Very good coverage on that. So that stops the clock right there on that incomplete pass. As we're looking at the Wildcats, the ball's being placed on what, the 21-yard line, Ron? Or?
Yes, it is.
No, it's on the 21-yard line. Is that about right?
I'm gonna have to say 11. And from these lines, I can't see the line. So here we go, rolling out and a give to Romans. What a play on the counter, and Roman is gonna ram his way in. Great play.
No, that was a great play.
Crossfire counter. Romans.
Well, it's either going to be an 11-yard touchdown run or 21. I believe it's only an 11-yard run. So the Nighthawks adjusting to the Wildcats, what they're giving them on defense, are able to get up on the score and pick up the pace as they attempt this PAT to try to make the score 28-7. The Wildcats now
find themselves down by 3 touchdowns, 11:45 remaining. They've had problems moving the ball, but they need to make a play down the road. They have to make some plays. Now here it is, and here's a block. R.J. Revelar with the block. 27-7, 11:45 remaining.
So as we take a look at our VSN brothers down in the south end at Cal Jones Field, we have 13-3 Vincent Memorial over Bonita Vista in the fourth quarter. Ron, let me ask you this. The Wildcats right now, okay, we got 3 scores difference on the ball game right now. Do you start airing the ball out or just doing other stuff? Or do you just want to look, man, we just want to get better every play, every series, every snap, everything we do, we just want to get better. Because it's not, are they not so worried? Not that they're not worried about the score, but there is some things to fix out there on the offense.
Well, they just need to get, for the Wildcats right now, trying to get C.J. Regital into the playbook, getting him used to running the plays, being more productive, and it comes from everywhere. It's just not the quarterback. So it's the offensive line and the quarterback. So once they start getting their experience together with the backs, the quarterbacks, you got to figure this is the 4th quarterback, I think, of the season for him. So it's taken a while to, it takes time. Things do not happen overnight. So as far as the game right now, all you want to do is get a good series going right now. Get some traction going, and they'll take it from there.
I think that's a key word right there. Get some traction going.
Get some traction going. Another deep kick by Orozco there with 11:45 remaining. So the Wildcats again. But here's the deal with a kicker like Orozco, just keep putting you back all the time. You're going to start at your 20. You don't get your special teams a chance to return the ball. That's what's great about a weapon like that. Hey, go 80 yards on us, man. I'd rather make you drive 80 yards than let some of your returners, get you good field position. Because there it is. If the Wildcats were to get good field position, say a good run to the 40 or 50, now you can open up the playbook. Now you're not conservative about running.
Yeah,
now
right.
You'll let, Regital move around a lot. But when you're pinned down at your 20 all the time, it's kind of tough.
That's a good observation there, Ron.
So we'll see. 11:45. And they're going to be all right. The Wildcats will be all right heading into league next week, I think, against Calexico, right?
Yeah, it'll be a home game for the Wildcats. They'll be here at Calexico.
And here's a good run by Otakive off the left side. So Otakive with the big run. Runs it out to the 31. Are they going to give him a first? They're going to give him a first. So a good run there.
Tice Ginrich on the tackle, number 32 for the Nighthawks. So, Ron, yeah, this is it's only one play, but this is what they want to see, some positive
sure.
yards, especially if you can run against this Nighthawk team in between the two tackles.
And look, this was a tight game. This was a tight game. It was a tight game. It just kind of got away from the Wildcats on the last few drives. But here we go. The offense has to respond. And we have a fumbled snap by Registal. Registal picks it up, though. Makes something out of nothing. Maybe a gain of 3. So not really a bad play there.
No.
It was opportunistic. So Registal. But here's the thing about being a quick-minded kid like that. Only quick with the reflexes, but not just physically, but mentally.
No, that's true.
It's just like, boom, I got it. I dropped it, pick it up now.
Well, Rechital, basketball player at Brawley and also a baseball player at the varsity level. So sports is no stranger to him, as you just mentioned right now. Now, he is going to have to come out because with the helmet coming off, the rule is you will come out for one play. Now, we have the defensive back,
see that.
Rick
I was
Rubio.
wondering.
Yeah.
Right. And I was going, why is Rubio running into play? So now they're short a player, it looks like. The Wildcats now, not enough men on the field.
So if I don't think they got they're going to give them the penalty on that. So the rule is that the only way.
What was the
with the helmet?
The penalty right now. Okay, the helmet, he comes out.
The penalty is going to be a delay game, but with the penalty, he did have to come out. The only thing that would have been different if a timeout would have been called. If the timeout would have been called, whoever lost the helmet, in this case it being Regital, he would have been able to come back in. So that's the only difference. You do have to come out for one play, unless the defender actually took the helmet off of him, something like that.
I got you. So now the Wildcats with a second down and 12. Rubio under center. Rubio gives to Pisano. Pisano trying the right side. A good run by Pisano. Keeping his feet moving. Maybe a gain of 6.
Yeah, number 55 for the Wildcats, leading the charge.
Padilla.
Padilla. And, of course, number 70. Is that correct? Number 70? 75, Ron.
That's Jack Fisher.
Jack Fisher leading the way, getting some positive yards, it's going to be about 3rd and 3. No, it's going to be about 3rd and 5 to go.
9:16. Now the clock is ticking. Now you're under 10 minutes. How many possessions are you going to get to end this game? How many more do you have? So now the give is to Pisano. And it's just the way they fly to the ball. I mean, look at, you had Romans. I mean, you had number 10. You had Lamone. You had Harris there. I mean, they just maul you. If the big boys don't get you, 70 Samuels or Anderson, then you got the edge guys. It's a sound defense. They got hit for that big run on the Wildcats.
Hey, like Billy Brewer said, Ron, no excuses being made. It's a
there's
tough
none.
schedule. But look, when you depend on your defense, which they did have a good first half, Ron,
right.
You got to remember a lot of these kids are going both ways.
Sure.
So, it's only natural for some of these kids to start wearing down. And not in a sense where they're cramping, but it's only, when you're out there so much of the game being played, it's just it's hard to catch up.
It's physically and mentally, and so you get tired. So here's a give to Pisano to the right side. Pisano now fights his way up and gets a first down. So that's the second first down in this drive. Can the Wildcats keep it going with 8:05 remaining, fourth quarter? They have got to pick it up a little bit.
Well, Ron, I didn't notice. They went for it on 4th down right there. That was a 4th down play. If the chains were right, that was a 4th down play. So the Wildcats proving that they want to move the ball, whatever it takes to move the ball. They, like you just said, they're down to a handful, if that, Ron, possessions. And I don't even think a handful is correct. I'm talking 2 digits on your hand.
That's right. So 7:46 remaining, 1st and 10 from the 41. Regital, 2 receivers with motion by Pope. Fake to Pope. It's a fade to Valdez. Valdez is at the 20. Valdez is at the 10. 5. He's in. He stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds, fighting that defensive back. And here we go. Rechital guns it downfield.
That was nice.
That was nice. And as we have Caden Tomlinson Sr. chasing him down, able to push him right out of bounds run.
That's the success you're looking for in a series.
Yeah.
Like, can we make a big play? Can we learn to make big plays? And that's what the Wildcats do. That's what any young offense wants to do. So it's the patience. So a score there for the Wildcats, getting close to the score at the 6-yard line. Some energy in the offense now. Pisano, single back. High snap. Regital again has to field it. Tackle down by number 23, Drew Schramm. And that's the thing it's been like 1 foot forward, 2 steps back when you have a play like that. So those are the kind of plays that have to be eliminated.
Well, you were here at the JV game, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
What was the ball feeling like in the humidity that we had out there? Could that have been the key to some of these bad snaps? Well, you know, I'm going to back up on that because I don't see the Nighthawks doing it, though.
No, it's being out there on that field with that grass as it is, you can feel the humidity. It's like there's actual like a humidifier coming up at you. That's what it feels like, in certain times. But right now, it's still kind of a balmy night out there.
Yeah, it is. There's no wind whatsoever.
So Regital now with 2 receivers to his right. Regital now, he's looking to his right. He shoots it behind the attempted slant intended for. That is number 12.
As Regital.
Joaquin Lofton. And we have another kid out here, Jake Viscata, number 18. I don't know if it's a cramp or.
Well, I don't know. Back in the day, I don't remember getting cramps, but heck, if you're
Josh Viscata came off limping off the field. Maybe it's a cramp.
Let's just hope that's all it is. Now, Regital, his passing arm was hit right as he threw it and was not able to get a decent pass out of that. So.
And that was the thing about a good passer. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your arms up or at least, knock him, hit him. And that affected the pass, incomplete for the Wildcats. Now the Wildcats who started this were at the 6-yard line, now find themselves at the 13, and we have a timeout.
Good timeout by the Wildcats. We'll be back after this.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your
Back at Warne Field, where the Nighthawks of Del Norte have a 27-7 lead versus the Wildcats. And we want to welcome all the fans from Del Norte watching on our channel. I mean, it's great to see you guys out there, and hope we're doing a good enough show for you guys.
Well, and then they'll be able to tell you the story that it is actually 90 degrees out with 90% humidity out here.
So here we go. 6:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats are knocking at the door of Del Norte. The ball is at the 14-yard line. Third down. Is it third down and goal? I think it is. Rubio now stepping up. Pressure. Rubio is going to be brought down by number 34.
That's number 34 coming in there. That's Brody Judd. He's only a sophomore. Sophomore coming in there, and a lot of things that I've noticed, and I've mentioned it before, I just love to see form tackling. I mean, when you get the mechanics, the basic of this beautiful game, like I said, we call tackle football, it's those basics things that are going to carry you through, like right now in the fourth quarter.
I'm looking at the roster of Del Norte. They have a good mixture of, classes. Like there's not too many seniors, and you have a bunch of juniors and sophomores on this team.
Yeah.
And it's great to have great leadership by Lamone, like Lamone, Giovanni Lamone. He's a senior. Who wouldn't look up to a dude that's been there for 3 years, middle linebacker, fullback, stud. So here we go, 5:44 remaining. The Wildcats now, 4th and goal, and it's going to be another time.
Are we looking at another timeout right now?
Yes, timeout.
So as Brawley takes another timeout, let's pay some bills. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we. honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dahm is the broker and a fourth-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dahm is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Rubio throwing a fake to the corner to Lofton, and it's knocked out of bounds by number 3. Great defense by Caden Tomlinson. Good throw, good route in the corner. It was anybody's ball, but tonight it was Caden Tomlinson's ball with the knockdown at the end. So you're putting in a new quarter. It's like a relief pitcher. Is he going to come through? Boom, throws it up there. Good play call. Just outplayed by the defense. So with 5:33 remaining, the Nighthawks take over with the 27-7 lead.
Yeah, that's one of those things, Ron. You know that it being 4th down like that, you know, they got to get into the end zone to score. And you know, you're playing it great. That's just a great defensive play on this side, that ball being thrown in that coffin corner right there.
So the Wildcats unable to cash in on that great play, Regitaldo Valdez. Wildcats now find that on a screen here by the Nighthawks. That is Barnett.
That is Barnett, number 0.
You know, I was asking Coach about his dad about him. He goes, yeah, man, he's a little bit taller than me. Seems like he's going to be growing. He looked pretty tall running this way towards us.
Well, I was just
he's only a sophomore.
When you talk about big kids, I was going to talk about number 32. He was the defensive back right now. That's Tyson there. And
Gingrich, yeah, he made a play earlier.
So you're going to have, when you mentioned that this team is young, there's a lot of
There's some young
good
kids.
football players on here.
Football
So
players.
it's going to be one of those teams to watch out for. And then we said this again, they are in a very tough league.
Man.
Yeah.
It is so tough. Williams gives. That's number 7. And number 7 has been a shifty runner, and that is Whitten. Whitten finds his way to the left, cuts back at the 40. Brought down by a host of Wildcats inside Wildcat territory to the 39. So running the ball, can the Wildcats be getting tired on the defensive end?
Well, that could be happening right now, and not just the tired part, but there's also the mental aspect of it. You know, just when things aren't always going right, it's not to the point where people are pointing fingers, but there is frustration, Ron. It's something that it's going to have to be fixed. That's why we have practice all the time, right?
It will be fixed. I mean, that's how all things start. You know, you start out 0-5, 0-4. It's tough sledding, but now you have to look and see, okay, what's ahead? Now here comes Williams. Williams looking to the left. Williams underthrown, intended for Faroki. Yeah, it's going to be the Wildcats now. They knew coming into the season it wasn't going to be easy. This first 5 games has to be one of the toughest schedules in the San Diego section. But here's the deal that people don't see. If the Wildcats do well enough in league with the formula now for the playoffs, they could be sitting pretty. There was an 0-10 team last year, St. Augustine, that made it to the playoffs, won their division, made it to state championship. So here comes Williams, and that's complete to number 18, Detroit Taylor. I've been dying to say that name. Detroit Taylor, number 18 with the reception. Great name, Detroit. But that was a good play.
I would like to know the meaning when they named him Detroit, because that's a football player name right there. Hey, Ron, let's talk about this. With the Nighthawks throwing the ball right now, let's not get it confused.
No.
They're trying to better their offense right now.
That's all you're doing. You're running your offense, man. And almost a pick by Keith Sanchez. It should have, would have, could have. But these are the plays that when you're an 0-4 team, you need to start making.
Yeah, that's true.
And these are the plays you need to start making. And then you need to stop making the plays that you do after you make a great reception and then you have a bad snap or something like that. And so those are learning periods. And
And the offense learned on their side, too. They're learning, like, hey, listen, we got to improve, let's say, for this instance, our passing game. We got to step it up on that. So it's not a matter, hey, I want to put up more points on the scoreboard.
But here's the deal for the Nighthawks. They had a bye last week. They haven't played in 2 weeks. And you're going to be kind of, it throws a little bit of timing off, Some coaches like having an early bye. Some like it later on. But it was a good time because they had a big loss. And here's Williams throwing the fade. And it's caught by number 2. That is Riley Ferroghi. That's how he leads. He leads the team in receptions and receiving yards. And he's shown it tonight. That's 2 plays that he's made with 3:25 remaining, 33-7. This is definitely not, it's fair play, man. You're trying to run your offense.
Yeah.
And they're a young team. They're in a tough league. They go through it. And believe me, they're going to be on this end of a scoring, in their league.
Yeah.
One night it's going to be against them. But tonight it's the night of the Nighthawks, and they played well. The Brawley Wildcats gave them a run for their money, and it just got hit hard in the middle of the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like
the gas is starting to run low.
The Wildcats did come out strong in the second
good
half.
Defense. Yeah, in the second half.
But it's just one of those things that you got to keep carrying that momentum.
Got to keep moving on, keep grooving on. So with 3:25 remaining, the Nighthawks of Del Norte 34, Brawley Wildcats 7.
Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of our USA military. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community. Heart Insurance, Liz, Christy, and all the girls for all your insurance needs. Calexico Wellness Center, a nonprofit clinic bringing compassionate health directly to your neighborhood. Your health is our priority. Mary Ann Finley with State Farm Insurance, your insurance agent in Imperial Valley. Ivy Welding and Mechanical for all your industrial and contractor needs. As we have a score, 13-10, Vincent is ahead of Bonita Vista, but Bonita Vista recovers the onside kick.
Wow.
Yeah. Tony Camacho invites you to come on down when you're in El Centro to visit La Fonda Bar and Grill. El Centro Motors, when you need your next Ford truck, SUV, or car, make sure and stop by El Centro Motors. I'd like to thank Dr. Johnson at Imperial Valley College, sponsor our VSN's live stream.
Orozco with another deep kick into the end zone. Great tool. Great to have a weapon like that, a leg like that, making your opponent start at the 20 every single time you score. So the Wildcats, again, take over at the 20-yard line.
Johnny's Burrito, Imperial Valley tradition. CR&R, when you need reliable waste disposal, CR Waste Management has you covered. Eco-friendly services, keep your community clean and green.
Clean and green.
Burgers and Beer, juicy burgers, ice-cold drinks. Visit Burgers and Beer today for the ultimate flavor experience.
I could go for both, a cold drink and a good burger. Here we go. The fake, too, number 31. That's Elijah Pope, fake, and Red Star with a good read. Now, see, you're learning, man. Baby steps.
So, actually, that play when Rechital runs it and keeps it up the middle, he's done very well in some of those plays because I just believe that he's got a good head on his shoulders when it comes to reading that, the open man.
Right now, the Wildcats, this is good. It's 2:57 remaining. Sure, the Nighthawks have their twos in, as you say. But here's the time to execute your offense, to learn. This is a learning period.
Yeah.
Keep learning, keep doing it, and things will get better. So the Wildcats now will be moving on to 0-5. They face the Calexico Bulldogs here at Warne Field, I believe, next week. And it's a bad snap. Regital now is going to just land on it all the way to the 15-yard line.
So to talk a little bit about that Vincent game, as Bonita Vista recovered the onside kick, Vincent Memorial was actually able to cause a fumble and remain possession.
Who did?
Vincent Memorial. With 2 minutes left in the ball game.
So Vincent.
Yeah. Sanders Agricultural and Engineering, from concept to creation. We bring your vision to life with precision and passion, building the future today.
I like that.
Escod Realty. Thinking of buying or selling? Trust the Escod Realty, the mark of excellence. One of the good guys. Stay cool with top of the line York air conditioning systems, dependable AC service you can trust on. That's Arctic Air, Ron.
Arctic Air. Regital with the run outside.
Yeah, as we take a look now. All right. Got a lineman down? Yeah, he's going to be okay. I mean, that's one thing that the Wildcats, or actually any team, can ill afford to have happen to them.
Well, next week, Del Norte will play against Chula Vista at home. The Wildcats, as we said, will be going against Calexico next Thursday night. It is their scheduled homecoming, I believe.
Yeah.
So the Wildcats will have their first league play.
And I believe Billy when he says, look, they need to go and attack this Calexico game. It's going to be their first league game. And there's going to be slowing down. One thing that the Wildcats do have coming their way, Ron, is that they're getting some players back from the injury list.
Right. That's another thing. And here's the thing I want to throw at you. Of the quality of teams that the Wildcats have played this year, strength of the teams or schedule, do you see in the next 5 games anybody in the IVL that has the quality of these teams that the Wildcats have faced?
Well, to be honest with you,
let's hear it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching. You got the
I
Imperial
haven't seen
Tigers.
many games. That's why I have not seen many games. So I just.
And look,
so what is your call on that?
Well, you got to look at some of the top teams that you have in our league right now, and there's no doubt about it. It depends how you look at it, but 1 and 1A or 1 and 2, however it is, but that it's going to be a telltale sign when Coach David Shaw brings his Tigers to Cal Jones Field to face Rookie Pena Spartans.
Right, it's going to be a brawl. Now, the league is tough, and let's see how, and that's how well you'll see if this tough schedule, how it affects the Wildcats going into the league. And, it sets them up for, like you said, let's be honest, the prime teams in the IVL, Central and Imperial.
Okay.
I'm saying that right
now. And that is deserving so. But there's the team that's been hiding in the bushes waiting for that prey to come by, and that's Coach Turner and his Hopeville Vikings.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. But okay.
We've had the opportunity to see him twice. Last night we were on our way over there, and we had a situation at the house, had to turn around, and they ended up.
I think everybody had a situation last night. Here comes Williams. Williams looking down the middle. Williams is going deep and knocked down by number 38, CJ Garcia, intended for number 4, Ryland Battle.
So and this is the difference, Ron. That's gonna. I believe it's gonna be key. Coach Turner, C.J. Johnson, you better start putting some stands on that Hopeville Viking field. I'll tell you what, because you're gonna play El Centro over there.
You're gonna start playing these big schools.
Yeah, you got El Centro.
Don't be telling me they're gonna ask you to take your own lawn chair and just park yourself.
I like that. Don't you like that around the track like that?
Yes, it's cool.
Yeah, but Coach Turner.
Fill up the stands before you sit out there.
No, it will be a packed house. And I'm glad to see Hopeville. It's something that Coach Turner has always wanted. He wants to play the best in Imperial Valley here. So they got some good games once league starts for Imperial Valley. It's going to be great to see. And that is a live ball if it doesn't reach the end. Oh, and there he is, showing a little bit of leg power.
So that's how it's going to end the night. The extra point will put the cherry on top of this cake for the Nighthawks of Del Norte with the 35-7. Was it good?
Yeah, the field goal was good.
So 37-7, and that's Orozco for you, showing off his foot. He hit it, and that's another thing. It's not rubbing it in. You want your kicker. I would say you want your kicker to get.
Yes, this is not. Let me get some more points. And this is not piling it on. This is not.
That's a term I was looking for.
Yeah, no.
So how do we wrap this up tonight, Will?
Well, let's wrap it up. That as we said all game, the Wildcats are going to get better. They're going to get deeper with some of the players coming back. Yes. And then you mentioned this, Ron. You take one step forward, and then you take I'd say half a step, or step and a half back. I mean, and that if that happened once or twice on a series, It's too much, Ron. I mean, once or twice in the game, it happens, but once or twice in a series, you can't have those little things bothering you like that.
Eliminate the mistakes, and you'll be a better football team. That goes across the board everywhere you go. So that's what's going to happen. Wildcats have 5 more games to go, and at the halfway point, they're sitting at 0-5. The Nighthawks of Del Norte, they go to 2-2.
Yeah, 2. And I'd like to look. Speaking of Coach Barnett, just a class act over there.
Really good guy.
Appreciate the crowd that follow him. And so, with that said, thank you very much to all our sponsors. I'm Will Torrez, main man Ron Rubio. We have the wizard Joaquin Matus. Adam, our new intern on the sidelines, very intelligent guy. Sarah behind the camera, and Andy Rubicalba. We are VSN.